So our objective, what is our topic? Bones of the lower limbs. So as we know, what is girdle? Girdle, you know the girdle? Pectoral girdle and pelvic girdle. A girdle means circle and circling. Here the axial skeleton is encircled by clavicle and scapula. If you make the joint, scapula on the back here, and what is this one? Clavicle. It's making over here half circle and half over here. And this girdle is known as scapular or shoulder girdle. And this shoulder girdle is attached to the central our axis, means to the sternum, means thorax, and abdomen. This is our trunk. So it is attached to trunk, and our lower limb also attached to this vertebral column by two hip bones when they are uniting. Circle. What is that called? Pelvic girdle, pelvic circle. Are you getting my point? Circling to that, middle one, because these terms are used in your books. So we will discuss later on. And what I want to explain you is not a long, lecture. It's very simple. Like this, our shoulder girdle, we have pelvic girdle. How it is formed? By hip bone corresponding to this one. And how many bones we have over here? One. And how many bones we have in our thigh? This is not a leg. Lower limb is divided into leg and thigh. Thigh is between hip joint and knee. Between knee and ankle is known as leg. Is it clear? This is the arm and this is forearm. Anatomically we are not saying this is the arm, we are saying upper limb. What is this? Arm, and here we have thigh and leg. Leg is between knee. And how many bones we have in our over here in brachium? One. And here we have in a thigh? One. How many we have over here? Here we have two. In the leg we have two. How many we have in carpal? 8. But what is over there in a foot now? We have tarsal area. So we have tarsal bones, not carpal bones. We have tarsus over there, and that tarsal bone are how many? Not 8, they are 7. One is missing. Other is same. 7, the carpal are. I will give you the names. Inshallah, these are more easy as compared to this one. And then you will find in our foot, like this one where you are standing and your arch is there, and that is known as plantar side, plantar on the lower side. This is palm. And in a plantar area, how many we have bones over there? 5, like here. And in a digits, how many we have over there? 14. Here we have also 14 phalanges. So what are their names? Over there in the foot we know not carpal, tarsal. So what are that now bones name over there? Metatarsal. Here we have metacarpal. Over there metatarsal. So what are that in the fingers? They are same name, phalanges. Same counting. Metatarsal are same. Look at this. You can see here. What are our objectives? To recognize the bones of the lower limb. Recognize their names, especially in the foot. Other are easy. And the important features of each individual bone. 2, 3, 4, 5 features you have to memorize. Look at this hip bone. Hip bone has how many parts? Ilium. Not ilium with the E. If you are putting a E, then it is small intestine. So be careful. This is very sensitive. Ilium. And then pubis. What is this one? I think in second year already you have studied this one. The pelvic. I gave you the lecture, I think, of perineum or something. HB2. So this is the hip bone. There is no separation. In the children you can find, but you can see over here, from here to here. This is the front, is the pubis, on our front, pubis. Now where you are sitting on this area. What is this one? Ischium. And this ischium has a big area, tuberosity. What is this? Tuberosity. And what is this cup shape? Acetabulum. This is the acetabulum. A cup shaped area on the outer side, lateral view, not inside. Lateral side, where in a cup you will find the attachment of femur. The femur head is going inside. So that is not going from inside, it's going from lateral side. From lateral side. So this is the lateral view. On the medial side you will not find this one. On the lateral side you will find. This is the front because pubis is there. This is the back. So this should be right or left? Think about your hip bone, huh? So this is right or left? Right. This is the right. And okay, how many features, how many bones you know is combining and forming a one bone? How many parts of the hip bone we have? Ilium, pubis, ischium. And what are different features you should know? What is this one? Acetabulum. What is this one? What is this one? So your maybe the next PBL depends upon this one. So what is this one? Greater sciatic foramen. This is the greater sciatic, notch. I'm sorry. What is this one? Notch. What is notch? Huh? What is the difference between a fossa, foramen and notch? Think about fossa and notch. Fossa and whose is this one? Yours? Fossa and good. On a surface, the depression is known as fossa. But on a border, any depression is known as notch. This is the fossa, but this is notch on the border. On a border or a margin. Hudud, limit. So this is, where is the notch? On the posterior side. 2 notches we have. Here is more better. This one. And what is this one? One is great, one is lesser. What is the name of this notch? Sciatic notch. Because through this one sciatic nerve is going, a big nerve. The biggest nerve in the body. Largest nerve in the body. Like a radial, here on the back we have sciatic nerve. It is coming through this area to the leg. It's not our topic. So what I have explained you know the acetabulum? Where is the acetabulum? On the lateral side, not on the medial side. This is the medial view. What is this view? Lateral view. On the medial side, are you able to see the acetabulum? No. Here we have lateral side. This is the posterior view. This is the front. This is the posterior. When you are bringing this bone, you can see medial side. Are you getting my point? So now this one is coming posteriorly. So how many things we have done? Greater sciatic notch, lesser sciatic notch. They are on the borders. And what is this one? Acetabulum. And below the acetabulum you will see the foramen. And foramen you can see from medial and lateral side because it's foramen, it's opening. It's a foramen. Okay, come to that. And do you know the acetabulum now?
Yes.
Do you know the obturator foramen? Foramen. Do you know the greater sciatic notch? You know the lesser sciatic notch? Simple. Do you know the parts of the bones, hip, ilium and ischium? Okay, now come to the femur bone. Longest and strongest bone in a body, and it again has a lower end and upper end. In the upper end you will find head, and what is this very beautiful? Neck. And what is this? Greater trochanter. You know that we were studying, there is a small elevation is tubercle, and then big is, and then trochanter, more bigger. What is that? Look at this. What is written over there? This is the elevation, a big one, greater trochanter. What is this on the lower side? Lesser trochanter. Simple. Trochanter, head, neck, trochanter, lesser trochanter, and intertrochanteric crest. Between two trochanter you will find there is a crest. Crest means border. There is a crest. Okay, a crest, intertrochanteric line on the back side you will find on the front side, sorry, this is the front, and here you will find the crest on the back side. Both are intertrochanteric, between trochanter, here and here. One is front, back, one is front. Front is line, the back is crest. Name or initial beginning is same. Now what is linea aspera? Very beautiful name. Linea means line. Aspera on the back side. Here. This one is the back side. This one. A line on back side. It looks like a triangle. When you cut a section, you will find it looks like triangle. On the back side there is a narrow, and what is that narrow side is known as linea aspera. After a few minutes everything will be clear. Listen to me carefully. I am sure at the moment you cannot speak, but after 1 minute everything will be clear. You will speak better than me. Listen. You know what is this one? Condyle. What is this? Lateral epicondyle. What is this? Medial epicondyle. Here we have also condyles. What is in between the condyle? Intercondylar. Where is that? This one or this one? Fossa means depression. It's very important. Intercondylar fossa. You know all the things. Only two things are difficult for you. What are the two things? Please. What is this one? Linea aspera. Other things you know well. You know the head. You know the neck. You know the trochanter. Like here we have a tuberosity. What is that? We have greater tubercle and lesser tubercle or tuberosity. Tubercle. And what is over here in the same in a femur? Not tuberosity. What is this? From T. Trochanter. These are new things. And what is this one? Intertrochanteric line between two trochanter and crest. What is this one? Linea aspera in the shaft, in the center, here, on the back side. This is the slightly new word. It's a line, linea aspera. Linea aspera. Yes. What is this one? What is this area? Cubital fossa. In front of elbow joint. And how about put your fingers into popliteal fossa. Fossa. Here is the cubital, but here is. So what should be the name of this surface? This area, back side. And there is a one depression is a fossa between two condyles. This is condyle, this is condyle. Very simple. So what I have discussed? I have discussed trochanter. Trochanter up or down? Condyles are down or up? Here we have epicondyle. Huh? In a femur we have condyles over here. And there is also epicondyle. This whole is condyle, and in between the condyle we have depression. What is that depression? Fossa. What should be the name? Simple. We have done our femur. This is the greater trochanter. This is the lesser. Where are you going? Huh? Okay, no problem. No problem. This is the line, and this is on the back is a crest. This is the again linea aspera. What is this? Fossa. What is this? Condyle, intercondylar fossa. And this is we have done. Now how many bones we have in a leg? We have, just to finish our lecture, how many bones we have in the leg? 2. Tibia, the big one. Look at this, tibia. Touch your medial side of the leg. Move. Massage over there. Medial side. Leg, not thigh. Are you feeling that there is there any bone over there?
Yes.
Are you feeling any muscle over there? And go on the lateral side, opposite side. A lot of muscles are there.
Yes.
But on medial side, nothing. So this is a big, the tibia. This is a tibia on the medial side. Here we don't have any muscle. A very small bone, very beautiful, thin, smart, having a lot of muscles, which is present on your lateral side. What is that called? Fibula. What is this called? Fibula. Okay. So you know that's how many bones we have in a leg? 2. What are that bones? Tibia and fibula. TF, huh? Tibia, fibula. Okay. Which one is on the medial side? Which one is on the lateral side? Fibula is on the lateral side. Very good. Which one is a bigger one? Which one is a smaller one? Tibia is more bigger and fibula is. Are you feeling over here that there is what is this called? Styloid process. So which should have also styloid, but these are not styloid. This is malleolus. What is that called? Medial malleolus and lateral malleolus. We have medial malleolus and lateral malleolus. And what is on the top? What is on the top? I want to show you. What is this one? Malleolus. It's in the lower end. What is on the top? Femur also has condyle. So these condyles are uniting with the condyles of tibia, bearing the weight with the tibia. So what is the name of this one? Which one is the lateral? This one or this one? Please. Which lateral condyle? This is the lateral condyle or this one is the lateral condyle? This one? Because this is the fibula on the lateral side. Okay, good. This is we will discuss inshallah in a lab. Eminence, intercondylar. You can see here some elevation between 2 condyles. Eminence, intercondylar eminence. This one, eminence. Non-articular means not participating in the formation of knee joint. Eminence only. What is this? Shaft with following features: 3 surface, 3 borders. Lower end has medial malleolus. Now come to the fibula, most difficult bone in this area, but no need to discuss more. A lot of borders, lot of surfaces, very confusing. So how many ends we have? This is don't have a condyle, it is known as head. What is this one? What is shaft? This middle part is shaft. And what is lower end has? Is it clear or is wrong? What is wrong with that, slide? Huh? It should be the lateral malleolus. This is. And this should be the medial malleolus. Here is a correct, but here is typing, the mistake. Medial malleolus. So we have done nothing, well. Hip bone, how many parts? 3. Ilium, pubis, ischium. How many features? There are 3 features we have discussed. Obturator, foramen, acetabulum, greater sciatic notch and less sciatic notch. Between these sciatic notch we have spine. Okay, simple. It has medial surface and lateral surface. Good. Come to this, very, very interesting, very nice, but confusing over here. Look at this. Inshallah, again, it's easier than carpal bone. Tarsal bone, how many? 7. On the top, if you see the foot, these are the tarsal bones. Count here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One is hidden on the back side. You are not able to see. You are not able to see this bone on this view. Okay. Look at this. Which one is on the top? This one. T for top, T for talus. Huh? What is the name of this bone? Talus. On the top. Huh? This is just formula. And what is where your back heel is there? In calcaneus bone. What is this one? Which one? Shahzad, and my brother is Shahzadoid. A cube shape. What should be the name? If there is a cube, you have an ice cube and something. If should be like that cube, what should be the name? Anatomy. Cuboid. Is there any cuboid over here? Cuboid. This one, cube shape. It looks like a cube, but we are not saying a cube. And here is a rectangular shape, is navicular. And what is this one? Cuneiform, cuneiform, cuneiform. More easy. Cuneiform, cuneiform, cuneiform. And what are the names of this is known as medial, lateral and intermediate. Lateral, medial, intermediate. Yes, please listen here and see. It's okay? I disturb you, huh? What is your name? Huh? Muhammad? Please. On the top is talus. Your heel is actually on calcaneus. And you have cuboidal. And on the medial side of the cube, you have navicular. And in front of the navicular, we have cuneiforms. How many cuneiforms? 3. Lateral, medial and intermediate. It's written over there, cuneiforms and cuboid in lateral side. Now sometime we are confused which bone is medial, which one is lateral. I will give you my formula. What is this one? LC, MN. How you do this? LMNO, PQ, RSTU, huh? After M, which letter is coming? So on the medial side is navicular. What is this? On the medial side is N, navicular. On the lateral side now, LC. Lateral is cuboid. So in front of the navicular, it looks like N, cuneiform. 3 cuneiform. In front of the navicular, on the medial side, we have 3 cuneiforms. What are the 3 cuneiforms? Medial, lateral and intermediate. In front of these talus or talar bone, yes, talus. In front of this talus, you will see we have, sorry, in front of the tarsal bone, not talus, in front of the tarsal. That's why I was confused, wrong word I was saying. In front of the tarsal bone, tarsal, not talus, you have metatarsal. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like here. So first, second, third, how many phalanges? 2 here. And in a big toe, we have 2. And middle, sorry, yes, the big one, and we are not saying index and something. This is second, third, fourth, and fifth one. So these are the, actually we have phalanges, proximal, middle, and distal. We have metatarsal, tarsal. How many tarsal in a foot? What are their names? Talus, calcaneus, cuboid, which one is on the top? Where is your heel? Calcaneus. In front of, now we have 2 bones adjacent. One is lateral, one is medial. Which one is a lateral? Cuboid. Which one is a medial? Navicular. Mashallah, very good. Medial, navicular. What are the bones in front of the navicular? Cunei, knee, cunei, cuneiform, 3 cuneiform. And in front of these you will find metatarsal. In front of the metatarsal. So what we have done, lower limbs, the bones. What are the lower limbs bones? Hip bone, and it has a features. What are that? Pubis, ilium, and ischium. And other features of these bone, we have acetabulum on lateral side. Below the acetabulum we have obturator foramen. And on the back side of the hip bone we have 2 notches, greater sciatic notch, lesser sciatic notch near to the vertebral column on the back side, sacrum. And we have a spine over there, ischial spine. And this is we have done about the hip bone. And just below that you will find in a thigh a femur. Femur is the longest, strongest bone. It has a head, neck, trochanter, greater and lesser trochanter, and in between that we have on the front is an intertrochanteric line, on the back is crest, and you have a shaft. On the back of the shaft we will find a one line, linea aspera. On the lower side we have 2-3 features. What are that? These are known as condyles, not trochanter, condyle. Between the condyle on the back side you will find fossa, intercondylar fossa. Mashallah, look at this, you are able to understand. And there is also one area, triangular area in the lower side is a popliteal surface, because above this one is a fossa. And now come to that tibia. Tibia is actually lateral bone. Are you agree? Very good. In the medial bone, and there is a fibula on the lateral side. Tibia is more stronger. It has a few features. The medial side of the medial surface don't have any muscles, but when we study, it has a 3 muscles insertion, and a back of this one of the tibia, back of the tibia, you will find there is a line and surface, popliteal surface, like a femur. This one. In tibia we have also, and these are the condyles, like a femur, condyles, and here we have also condyle. They are making a knee joint, and this is intercondylar eminence. This is a popliteal surface again. This is a malleolus and malleolus. What I have discussed in a fibula and over there is nothing, is malleolus. Malleolus, lateral and medial. And I have discussed also condyle. And there is a head on the upper side and a neck, and this is a lateral malleolus. Simple. In between that, interosseous membrane. And how many bones we have? Talus in the foot, metatarsal, we have 7 metatarsal, talus, calcaneus, cuboid. Which one is the biggest? Sure? See here. Very big. Which one on the upper side more? So which one is making a ankle joint? Talus is making a joint. Talus is making a joint over here. Is known as an ankle joint. Talus with tibia and fibula. Okay, we have done this one. Inshallah, we will explain in a lab. But more thing, I want to explain you in a hand. Corresponding to the talus means ankle joint. What is the name of joint over here? Wrist joint. How the wrist joint is formed? How this joint is formed? By two bones. But this wrist joint is known as, please, wrist joint, I am making it simple. It's my previous lecture. Wrist joint is also known as, listen carefully, what are their articular? For example, I am asking you, shoulder joint is between humerus and scapula. Which part of scapula now? Glenoid cavity. Between scapula. Is this one is between a clavicle? Shoulder joint is between clavicle and humerus? No. It is between scapula and humerus. If I am asking from you, how the elbow joint, what are their articular surfaces of the elbow joint? Radius, ulna and humerus. Which part of the humerus? Trochlea and capitulum. Okay. If I ask you, what are the bones which are participating in the formation of wrist joint? Radius, carpal and carpal, all carpal. We have two row. Proximal. All proximal, we will discuss later on. But I want to say you, there is no ulna over there. It is known as radiocarpal joint also. In your book it is written. Why not ulna? Ulna is there. Ulna is there. There is no so it is near to that. How it is not participating in the formation of joint? How? Look at this. Very simple. Other things are easy. You can study yourself. But I want to give you the idea. Allah Ghani. What is this one? I am making a wrist joint. What is the name of this bone? Which one is ulna? Small one or bigger one? Good, mashallah. Ulna. What is the name of this one? Radius, huh? Here we have whatever the shape, no problem. Scaphoid. What is this? Lunate. What is this? Tricutal. What is this in front over here? Pisiform. Pisiform in front, small bone, 4 bones. And these are trapezium, trapezoid, capitate. What is this? Hamate. And what is this one? Metacarpal, huh? Okay, look at this. Wrist joint is known as radiocarpal joint. What is that? Why? Because here we have a small cartilage between the head of ulna and carpal bone. There is a separation by a cartilage, and this cartilage is actually extending from here to here. So that's why it's not participating in the formation of wrist joint. So it is also known as, are you able to understand here? This line, which I am making, the color with me is different, but over there you cannot see. Is it clear to everybody? Clear, or I have to make more bigger? Is it clear? This is the head of ulna. Head of the ulna is not participating in the formation of wrist joint because due to the presence of this small cartilage here. This one is a cartilage, this one. So this is separated. So this is known as a radiocarpal joint. Is it clear? This is only the cartilage you can put just in front of, below the head. There is no any name. It's not a hyaline cartilage. It's separated. Hyaline cartilage covering all the over there. So this is another disc shape. Are you getting my point? So this is actually separating. So from here you can find some ligaments. Capsule is attached over here, covering this. So what are these joints? Huh? Intercarpal joints. Simple. So how many, what is the name of this joint? Radioulnar joint. Which joint? Radioulnar joint. Proximal or distal? We have also proximal. Is it clear? So thank you very much.